Hi, my name is Eliana Nolan-Schaefer, and today I'm going to walk you through the running of the laundry room at William Woods University. So depending on the barn that you come from, you might have a wheelbarrow of dirty laundry to do, or if you're in facility class, you can come back here to all of these bins. They tell you what you're doing. So you have blankets and coolers, you have a general dirty laundry bin, you have towels, saddle pads, and polo wraps. So you can take a load of one of these and come on over to the washer right here. Once you have your load of laundry up here, you can open this door by pressing the black button on top and then pushing this in to trigger the door lock. Once your door is open, you can throw all of your laundry in. I would advise taking some polo wraps and putting them in with your load. If you do one big load of polo wraps, it'll get to a whole big mess and you can't really untangle it very easily. So take a couple and throw them in with this load just to get it done. You want to fill the washer up until you can fit one hand in the top of it. The machine is actually pretty big, so you can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. Once your stuff is in, you can slam this door shut until you hear that lock click. Then you come over here to the soap. Open up your soap. Take 1.5 to 2 of these scoops, and you would put it right over here in the little soap pack. Then you come up to the front, and this is your control panel. So your control panel, you have your emergency stop right here. If you need to stop the load for any reason, then you just press this button and it will stop the load. Then you would hit the unlock as usual. If you want to keep your load going, then you would come up to the front and press these arrows for the different cycles. Cycle 1, 2, and 3 are the options, and number 2 is the one that we most often run on. So you would press up to number 2, then press this check button, and the machine will start. So when you're adding your soap into the washing machine, your 1.5 to 2 scoops, you're going to want to make sure that you do it very gradually and not all at once so that the machine doesn't get overloaded with the amount of powder in there. Once you add it in gradually, then you can shut the trap and be done. So while your washer load is running, you have to follow a couple of simple rules before you just leave campus. So first of all, if you put a load in the washer, then you have to run it through all the way until it's back in the barn that it belongs to, which means you can't leave equestrian campus if the machines are running with your load of laundry in. You are responsible for this load until it gets back to where it needs to go. While it's running, it takes about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. So while that's happening, you can take care of the laundry room facility. As you can see, we have quite a few places where things are organized into. We have some dirty laundry that's not folded yet. We have some saddle pads right here. So all of this stuff can be taken care of and put where it needs to go. And all of this can be done while you're waiting for your washer load to happen. You can also sweep the floor, dust off the machines, etc. Once your washer load is out of the washer, you can press this button, open up your washer, get your stuff ready to move over. You might need a wheelbarrow right here to throw your washer load stuff into so that you can close the door and head on over to the next area of the room, which is the dryer. So first and foremost, before you do anything else with the dryer, you must check the lint trap every single time. The lint trap can be found down here with this big yellow sign. You can pull it out. As we can see, the last person who did a load did not clean this out. So we have to go over to this trash bin right here and empty out the lint trap, getting all of this lint off. This lint can get stuck up in the top hoses in the dryer, and it can actually stop the entire machine from working. So this is a really important step. Throw the lint trap back in there, close it all the way until you hear a little click, and then we're ready to load our laundry in. The dryer door is magnetic. So if you shut it, it'll magnetically attach. So you can just pull it open without any buttons. Wheel your load over. You have to make sure that your surcingles are all the way run up on any blankets that you have, or else you can detach them and just put them back on afterwards. Yes, it may be a chore to readjust them to every horse, but it's really important to keeping the machines up and working properly. Throw your load in, close the door, and then you can head over to the control panel. The control panel is pretty simple. We've got this little label on here to help us out. We have loads A, B, C, D, E, and F. These are all different times and heats of the dryer machine. We normally use load C just because it covers the most blankets, saddle pads, polo wraps, etc. So you would hit C and the machine would just start up for you. This also takes about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes. So same deal, do your things in the facility. You can go to the other barns, but you have to stay on equestrian campus until your load is all the way done. Once your laundry is out of the dryer, pull it open, take all your stuff out, close the door, preferably empty the trap for the next person that comes by. Then you'll wheel your wheelbarrow over to here. And if the table is all clear for you, lay all of your stuff out, fold it up, throw it back in the wheelbarrow, and then wheel it to the barn that is destined for.